Have you ever looked at something you said or did and thought, that did not feel like me? Maybe you surprised yourself with anger, jealousy, or fear you did not expect at your age. You might wonder, why did I react like that after all these years? The man who spent his life trying to understand this side of us was named Carl Gustav Jung. Today I want to tell you his story in a simple way and show how his ideas can still help us after 60, 70, and beyond. Before we start, if you like calm, clear videos about life, mind, and meaning after 60, please click like and subscribe. It helps you find this channel again and tells me to keep making more videos for you. Carl Jung was born in 1,875 inches, a small town in Switzerland. His father was a pastor. His family was not rich. As a boy, he already felt something many older people know very well: the feeling that there is more going on inside than you can show on the outside. On one side, he was the quiet, polite child who tried to please his parents and teachers. On the other side, he was a deep observer, always asking, why do people believe what they believe? Why do we dream? What is going on inside us that we never talk about? Later, he became a medical doctor and a psychiatrist. He worked with people who were suffering so much that they could not live a normal life. He listened to their stories, their fears, and their dreams. He wanted to see not only what was wrong with them, but also what their pain was trying to say. Jung met Sigmund Freud, and for a time they were very close. Freud hoped Jung would continue his work, but Jung began to feel that Freud's ideas were too limited. They had a painful break. After that, Jung went through his own dark period. In middle age, he felt lost, confused, and even close to breaking down. Instead of running away from that darkness, he decided to walk into it. He paid attention to his dreams, his drawings, his strange thoughts. He was not trying to go crazy. He was trying to understand his own mind. Out of this hard time came many of the ideas that made him famous. One of the most important ideas Jung gave us is something he called the shadow. By shadow, he did not mean a demon or something evil. He meant the parts of ourselves that we push down and try not to see. When we grow up, we get a lot of messages. Good boys do not cry. Good girls do not get angry. You have to be strong. Do not be selfish. To survive, we learn what is allowed and what is not allowed. The things that feel dangerous to show anger, fear, sadness, desire, need we push deep inside. We build an image of ourselves that feels safer. Jung said, what we push down does not disappear. It lives on inside us as the shadow. And if we never look at it, it can suddenly come out in ways we do not control. Maybe you know someone who is always kind and quiet, who never complains, who never says no. Then one day, after many little hurts and disappointments, they explode. They shout, say hard words, slam doors. After that, they feel ashamed and say, I do not know what came over me. From Jung's point of view, the shadow came over them. All the swallowed anger and pain finally broke through. He believed that until we become more honest about what lives in our shadow, it will run our lives from behind the curtain. He even said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. The shadow is not only about bad things. Sometimes it also holds our strength. A very nice person may hide their ability to say no, to protect their time, to ask for help. Someone who seems weak may hide a great deal of quiet courage, but is afraid to use it. Jung suggested something simple but powerful. Notice what strongly irritates you in other people. If someone's selfishness makes you furious, if another person's need for attention drives you crazy, if you cannot stand someone being emotional or too soft, it may be a clue. Often, what we hate most in others is something we have pushed away in ourselves. This does not mean you have to like bad behavior. It just means that your strong reaction can be a mirror. Your shadow might be saying, look at me. I am here too. Another important word from Jung is persona. Persona is the mask we show to the world. We all have roles. Good worker, strong father, always patient mother, funny friend, helpful neighbor. These roles are not lies, they are part of us. But problems begin when we forget that they are only part, not the whole. A man can wear the mask of, I am always strong and fine, for so long that he cannot admit he is scared or tired, even to his wife or his doctor. A woman can wear the mask of, I am always kind and giving, so tightly that she cannot say, I need a break, or I feel lonely. Jung thought that many people get sick in soul when the distance between their persona and their inner truth becomes too big. You might have seen someone who always smiles, but the smile never reaches their eyes. Or maybe you have felt that in yourself. You say, I am fine, on automatic pilot, but inside you feel empty or angry. The persona is like a coat we put on to deal with the world. The shadow is what we stuff in the pockets and pretend is not there. Jung did not say we should throw away all our roles. He simply invited us to remember that we are more than any one mask. Jung also used a big word, individuation. That sounds complicated, but it is not. Individuation means the slow process of becoming who you really are, not who your parents wanted you to be, not who your boss wanted you to be, not who your friends or your church expected you to be, but the person you are deep inside with both light and shadow. Often this process does not start when we are young. When we are 20, 30, or 40, we are busy building a life, work, family, home. We do what we should do. There is not much time to think about our inner world. For many people, the real questions begin later. When children leave home, when work slows down or retirement comes, when health brings new limits, when someone we love dies, we might look around and think, I did everything I was supposed to do. Why do I still feel empty or angry or scared? Jung believed that these midlife and later life crises are not just bad luck. They are often invitations. Invitations to look at the parts of ourselves we have ignored. Individuation is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming honest. You begin to say, yes, I am kind, but I also get angry. I like to help, but I also need rest. I believe in being strong, but I am allowed to be afraid. You stop pretending you are only light, and you stop hating yourself for having a shadow. So why should any of this matter to someone over 60, 70, or even 80? Because as we get older, we lose many things: roles, work, certain abilities. If we only see ourselves as the worker, the parent, the strong one, then every change feels like a piece of us is dying. Jung offers another way. He suggests that later life can be a time of deeper honesty and inner freedom. You have lived long enough to see that nobody is perfect. You have seen your own mistakes and the mistakes of others. You have survived many things you once thought would break you. This is exactly the season when his ideas can help. Instead of saying, that is just the way I am, you can gently ask, which parts of me are real and which are just old masks? Instead of judging yourself for feeling anger, sadness, or fear at your age, you can say, of course I feel these things. I am human. What are they trying to tell me? Instead of calling everything fate or God's will in a way that makes you powerless, Wimojiri quietly ask, is there something in my shadow I still need to see? I want to leave you with 3 simple questions, inspired by Jung, that you can quietly think about today or this week. First, what do I strongly dislike in other people? Is there anything in their behavior that I also have in myself, even a little, but do not want to admit? Second, where in my life do I feel like I am acting instead of being myself? Is it with my children, at church, with friends, at the doctor's office? Third, if I stop trying to be perfect and instead try to be honest, what is one small thing I could say or do differently this week? These questions are not homework. They are gentle invitations. Carl Jung did not live a clean, perfect life. He had doubts, conflicts, and flaws. But he spent his years trying to understand the human soul with respect, and he believed that our later years can be a time of great inner growth, not just decline. If this way of talking about the mind and the soul feels calm and helpful to you, please like this video and subscribe. It helps this little corner of YouTube stay alive for people who want less noise and more understanding. And in the comments, tell me this: what part of Jung's ideas touched you the most today? The shadow, the persona, or the idea of becoming more yourself after 60? Your story might quietly help someone else who is reading and thinking, I guess I am not alone in this after all.